Okay, here's a few pointers on using PTV, the much maligned successor to Metlink. It does actually work quite well. You open it up, it'll come up either to this map page or maybe to your favourites page. See, I change from one to the other by tapping on this top right hand corner icon. Oh look, there's a train due at Craigieburn going to Flagstaff in 9 minutes. That was one of my favourites. Box Hill, there's a 10-minute train in 10 minutes. Clifton Hill, there's one in 5 minutes to Parliament, and another one coming back to Clifton Hill in 4 minutes. All of those come up on my favourites now that I've installed them. Initially, of course, it was empty. Going back to the map, I actually want to plan a trip between Belgrave and Clifton Hill. So first up, I might see if I can find Belgrave. Go to the search by tapping in that slot up the top, Belgrave, and search. Here we go. Has it found Belgrave? No, it hasn't. Why is that? Cancel. Let's see if I have another go. Sometimes this thing needs you to talk to it a couple of times nicely. Yeah, there we go. Here it comes. Whoops. Belgrave Station. Okay, so Belgrave Station's what we want. And so I'm starting off there, and if I tap on the right arrow, it tells me what trains are coming to Parliament. I don't know why it's chosen Parliament or City. Maybe because most of what I do is that, and maybe that's because the only place they go is to the city. There's one coming in 30 minutes, another one coming in 28 minutes, and so on. The final one comes at 5:59. Okay, meanwhile, back here, tapping on the green arrow makes it possible to plan a trip. I don't want to start at the current location, I want to start somewhere else. I'll put on that. Now if I tap in the entry field, it won't work for me. I need to tap in the start. You'll find that's a bit of a bug, and hopefully they change it soon. So I'm going to put in Clifton Hill. There it is, Clifton Hill Station came up, and tapping in that one, go to next. It may just tell me there's nothing. Right, I got this screen, which is one of our joys. Sometimes you need to enter now and a new time, or sometimes it'll work if you just hit search. So it's got no results. So I go back to that screen. This is definitely a bug. I'll hit it again and it might work this time. Yep, it's worked this time. Sometimes it doesn't, and you have to enter a time. So these are the next trains that are going somewhere that's going to get me in the direction of Belgrave. And it tells me the time they leave Clifton Hill and also the time that the journey's going to take. I have a preference for just getting off one train and on another, so I might have a look at this one, which is going to get me by 6:16. Click on that journey, and here it is all mapped out. There's the transition. Wow, that's going to have to be quick, isn't it? The movement between the Hurstbridge train and the Lilydale train. And that's my journey out to Belgrave. If I hit the map button, it doesn't take me to the map. It takes me to a map which shows the different stations that are involved in that trip. Going back, which is the only way I can go. Go back again. Now down the bottom here there's a little star. If I click on that, it goes yellow, and that means this particular trip now turns up in my favourites. If I go back to my favourites, you might hope there was a home button, but there's not yet. No doubt they'll get around to making one of these days. And let me say I go to my favourites, and there it is, Clifton Hill to Belgrave is cropped up there. So that's about it. The other thing is using this settings button, which only occurs on that home page where your favourites are. I've got it set on offline. Timetables are off because I actually quite like to use the latest data available. Countdown all departures, I think, means all these blue things come up. I haven't actually tested that. I like it is. I've also downloaded the offline timetables, and as you can see, there are no updates available, so I don't need to do them. I'll just turn them off again because I think they're a bit less reliable. And that's it. Meanwhile, back at my favourites, I think I might go to Werribee, so I just click that one, click on search again. Oh, no results. See what happens. Click on that, no results. So this time I'm going to click on now and just move this down a couple of minutes, and then I think maybe it'll come up. Yeah, no results. Anyway, if I keep going around this circle a few times, I'll get there, and there will actually be a train showing up sometime. Oh well. Anyway, you keep mucking around like that. Hopefully they'll iron these things out in a day or two. There you go.